enjoy the comments that I get on YouTube. I like reading through them and hearing what people have to say and their feedback, and a lot of them tell me about the cars they have. And also on Instagram, I have a lot of private messages. People always send me pictures of their cars and videos, and they get in contact with me. And I think that's really cool because back when I got my Mach 1, the internet wasn't so crazy. I didn't have an Instagram. I didn't have a very popular YouTube channel at the time. I did have some videos I put up of my bullet racing at the racetrack and stuff back in 2011 or so. But it's pretty cool to meet people, and this is a great example of meeting someone. The guy who owns this blue Mach 1 had sent me this, and he wasn't sure whether I was interested or not in watching the video that he took, a little walk around of his car and some pictures and stuff, but I definitely was, and I thought it was really cool, and I was happy to meet him and get to talk to him a little bit more. And this is really neat. It's a cool story. He got this Mach 1 when he was 19 years old, and it only had 29,000 miles on it. And he got it from a car dealership, and it's an automatic car, and he's done some really nice upgrades to the car. And so I'll let you watch the walk around video because it's so real. This is not something that was practiced or rehearsed. This was something where he just walked around being himself, showing me the car. It was between me and him, and I said, hey, that's a really cool video. I'd like to share that on my YouTube channel. And he said, yeah, go ahead. So here's the walk around video in his own words of his car, and this is really cool, and we'll see some racing videos as well and stuff at the end. So I hope you can enjoy this as much as I did, because people who really love these cars and care about them can really enjoy a video like this.
Figure I'll introduce my Mach 1 to you. I've seen all your videos on YouTube. You do a great job at it. Love how you talk about the Mach 1, but that's pretty much mine. Me at the racetrack when I used to race it. My baby. Can't risk, don't want to sell it because I'm afraid of some young kids just ruining the thing. So my wife said just keep it, don't need to sell it. It is on nitrous. Got 98,000 miles. Automatic. Rear seat delete kit. I got all the stock parts, stock exhaust, stock rear seats. I still got it all. AFS wheels. Did go 11.5 at the quarter mile. Other than that, the engine's pretty much stock. 410 gears, built end, 31 spline axles, Moser axles. Got the 31 carrier, Cobra carrier. Has a Darren transmission, shift mod in it. A lot of suspension work on it. 150 shot of nitrous. Yeah, I mean it's a great car. So it's pretty much my booklet. Everything, all the work I did, pretty much. I worked at the Ford dealership. I was a mechanic. Bought the car at CarMax. Took it in for some warranty repairs. Bought everything myself. Changed at $35,000. Pretty much everything that I bought, oils, the belts, oil filters, all that stuff. This is when I changed to another dealership. Changed at $50,000 when I got it dyno tuned. I pretty much, when I bought the Bama tuned, this is pretty much a history of the whole car. When I took it to the track, it's kind of embarrassing. Bama tune, 410 gears, catback, 1150. 850. 850 on the 8th. With the tune, pretty much 280. All motors still. and it's pretty much like the auto check. 3 owners only. 28,000 miles on it. I mean, I got the full history here, everything. So when I bought the nitrous kit, what it dynoed after the nitrous, it's a 378, 363, and ran 11.5. And yeah, I mean, I got everything here of it. Even when I got the 410 gears installed, right here, differential, 410 gear replacement. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much a garage queen now. I just take care of it. Still got the stock exhaust up there. I even got some other Magnaflow mufflers on there. Right now I got the Magna packs on there, kind of like with the resonators. And then I got the stock rear seats up there wrapped up. So yeah, really take care of this thing. Can't sell it. Tried once and I just couldn't. So figured I'll just keep it and maybe hold on to it, and eventually I want to pro charge it, do a little bit more, but preserve the car just because I know Mach 1s are rare to find nowadays. And do want to repaint the front bumper. It is, but other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, the hood, there might be some scuff marks, maybe like a nick there. That's just because I daily drove the car throughout my college years, and did some touch-up paint. But other than that, I mean, the front bumper's just kind of, car's really good.
So that's really cool. I like this car a lot. I actually like the automatic. I think that sounds really nice. It's very quick, and you'll see him racing coyotes and other fast cars with it. And it's neat that it's an example of an automatic Mach 1 that's been used well and raced and enjoyed. And interior upgrade package car. If you looked at the earlier part of the video, the build date was early. It was a 2002 build, so it was one of the first '03 Mach 1s, so that was kind of cool to see. And just really nice. Engine bay looked great, the JLT intake painted to match, all that stuff. Beautiful car, well taken care of. Reminds me a lot of mine, actually, because mine has 90 something thousand miles on it right now. I bought it with 75,000 back in 2010, so his was purchased with way less miles than I got mine at, and he was able to get his at 19 years old. That's so cool. I had to wait till I was 25 to be able to get a Mach 1, and so definitely a car that I always saw as a dream car of mine growing up. Beautiful car, well taken care of, and just really cool. It's nice to think about this car with a lot of experience at the racetrack and everything, the nitrous, all that fun stuff. Definitely people have seen this car, and it's been well used and enjoyed, and it's been at the racetrack, and people have seen it around, and with the mileage on it and him driving it all through college, it's definitely been a car that you can enjoy while you daily drive. Because I'll tell you, a lot of my favorite cars, my Mustangs I own, some of the ones I respect the most and love the most are the ones that I've daily driven, because they're the cars I've made the memories in. They're the cars that I have every time I go somewhere, the ones that I get to see the most, I get to drive and enjoy the most and experience the most. The car where you always walk away and turn back and look at it and enjoy that, and that's something that a daily driven car does get. Now, I don't want to daily drive my Terminator Cobras or even my Blue Mach 1, although I did daily drive my Blue Mach 1 for just a short while before I had bought my other yellow Mach 1 that I have now, and then now the GTs and stuff. But anyway, it is cool to daily drive something and enjoy it. And some people have one car that they really love and take care of and they do everything in. And some people, like me, have several cars and they kind of distribute it around. And that's pretty cool. Either way is fun. And I like the idea of having a daily driver car that you love and do everything with, because you really end up loving the car more. And so really cool burnout pictures, and just really cool to see all this about the Mach 1. And this is Irwindale Raceway, I believe, and I think he even had some at Fontana. And Fontana is where they actually tested the blue Mach 1 against the Bullet and the 99 Cobra, or the '01 Cobra, in that 5.0 magazine. So that was kind of cool. Seeing all these burnout pictures is pretty cool as well, because as far as I know, from what I've been told, the Mach 1 used in the actual Mach 1 advertisement was an Azure Blue automatic. So kind of cool little insight there, if that's true. So cool to see his burnout pictures and stuff like that. And definitely cool seeing a Mach 1 being used and enjoyed and showing some muscle and stuff, and cool pictures in California there. And I've been through California a lot lately, so it's kind of fun to see these places and see him racing. And I've seen a lot of YouTube videos at this racetrack, and it has the In and Out logo at the end of the track there and stuff. It's just really cool piece of history in California and racing and stuff. So here's a little bit of some of the pictures, the automatic transmission with the pan dropped and the modification done to it and stuff. And he did fuel pump as well. And he worked on his own car. I thought that was really cool. So having the ability to go to work and have the ability to work on your own car is really neat. So I really like that about all that too. So here are some of those racing videos. A lot of details in here. That last video was kind of hard to tell. It was actually a Camaro that the guy had spent a lot of money on, and he was having a hard time doing a burnout even to race. And I'm not sure if he just didn't know to turn off traction control or something like that was impeding his burnout and stuff, but it made it look like he just couldn't drive. And having a lot of money doesn't always mean that you're going to be really good at racing, and everybody could use some practice. So anyway, that's what that was about. But anyway, cool videos, cool car, neat story. I really love how he still owns the car and he's had it since he was 19. I think that's just awesome. And obviously somebody who loves this car and appreciates it. I see a lot of younger people getting these cars who do enjoy them, but some of the younger generations are picking them up for a lesser price than what some of us paid for these cars, especially those of us who bought these new. Not me, but I have plenty of people I enjoy talking to on here who have bought these cars brand new, and people in town who didn't want to sell one to me because they had bought it new and they just didn't want to lose the money on the difference of what it cost to replace it. And they had bought it new and now it's not worth as much as they had paid originally and stuff. But what I'm saying is some of the younger generations don't really appreciate these cars as much because they're older, and maybe they were easier for them to obtain, or the 300 horsepower that these came with from the factory, 305, 310, depending on what the rating was for 0304, or 320 is what we really know. They actually were underrated. But anyway, the 320 horsepower, we'll call it, was really good for its time. But for today's standards, people will just say, well, yeah, the EcoBoost Mustang 4-cylinder makes more than that or whatever. So it's just hard to see people who don't really appreciate them as much. Maybe they didn't have to pay as much as those of us who had to save and wait. They're just able to go out and look for a Mustang, and they see an older Mustang and they buy it. And so I like to see people like this who love the car. And like he had said earlier in the video, he's afraid of selling it to a younger kid who's just going to wreck it. It could be gone in no time. These cars will be wrecked and just destroyed by somebody else when it's been loved and taken care of and even raced successfully for so many years. It can be gone in an instant by a new owner. Not saying that young kids can't drive, because I know a lot of young kids who are really good drivers and really good at enjoying the cars and taking care of them and stuff. But that is a reality. You do see some of these get destroyed quickly. And let's remember, these Mach 1s are more rare than the Terminator Cobras. There were less of these made than the Terminator Cobras. So anyway, cool story. Love everything about it. It's fun to see. Love the blue Mach 1. Reminds me a lot of mine. Looks great. I'm happy for the owner. Hopefully he can continue owning and enjoying this car for several years and take it to car shows and just let it continue in the family and stuff. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Mustang content.